Father of four, true power, believes that being old, though, prevents you from having an active relationship with your child. While founder of the blog, which is called Geriatric Mum, Lucy Baker says that as long as that child is loved, that is all that matters. Right, true. What age is the age at which you can no longer be physically active with your child?
Ooh. Well, firstly, I love Robert De Niro, you know, he's a legend.
You don't want him coming for you?
But, yeah, I don't want the stands coming for me. But I think if you qualify for a bus pass, I think you need to think about, do I still want to have children?
So I still make the cut?
Yeah, you still make the cut.
You? God for that.
I think, I think 60, 50, 64, 65, I think should be the end time to have a kid.
And so, do you think there should be a ban on men at the age of 60 continuing to father children?
No, I don't think there should be a ban. I think that's going too far. I think they should still be able to exercise their right.
But you think it's irresponsible?
I think it's irresponsible. I also think it's selfish to the child as well. You know, your life expectancy is reduced, and you might not be around for some of the major milestones, you know, seeing your child get married, seeing them graduate, you know, all of those things, seeing them in their careers, perhaps having a grandchild of your own from that child, like, all those major milestones.
Can't there be great dads in the 70s and rubbish dads in their 20s?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're not as agile, are you? You're not as, you know, I love going to the sports day with my kids. I love winning the other dads when I'm in the sports days. I love dancing with my children. I do quite a lot and I'm active. I wouldn't be able to do all of those things if I'm 79.
Lucy, aren't we saying the quiet bit out loud, which is that if he's 79 when the child is born, as True says, he's not going to get to the stage where he sees that child having their own children?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, obviously, he is, 79 is no young age, let's be honest, but he's bringing a child into the world who no doubt is loved, is supported, he's got lots of brothers and sisters already. I don't know if the marker of being a good dad is whether you can run a sports day race or not. I think it's more about providing a loving home.
There'll be money in the bank.
Yes, there will. And let's not forget, we're talking about a super celebrity here, and there is only a handful of men who are having babies at this age. It's not the norm. I don't know if your point about cutting it off, but stopping men having babies at 60 is...
a drastic way to enforce the law.
But I think, you're saying about putting a ban on the age that you can have children.
But I didn't say...
I just think that's really extreme.
I didn't say necessarily put a ban. What I am saying is you need to think about having children past a certain age.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't have a child at 79 years old.
You don't know what your life story is. I think my point here is that you don't know what your fitness, what your health is, what your life story is. Even next week, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So loads of people are saying at the moment, he's being selfish, he's having a child and he's far too old. But, I've had a baby when I was 43, so I was classed as old, geriatric, which is why I started the blog. But I don't know if I'm going to be fit and healthy sort of next week or the week after, or be given some kind of medical knowledge that I wasn't expecting. I think it's about having a baby, having a family, increasing your family, adding to your family, if you feel like you want to, and ignoring the judgment.
In this case, the child is going to be well looked after.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a child where the mother is going to struggle for support, are we? So actually, it could be said it's a very responsible decision. Robert De Niro, presumably, is a very wealthy man with access to enormous amounts of childcare resources.
Absolutely, but I think there are some things that money can't buy, and I think those things are time and... he needs to be...
Well, he's not acting as much.
You don't know what time you've got, though,
You honestly don't know, but your lifespan is dramatically reduced the older that you get. So, like, when the child reaches 20, for example, he's going to be, touch wood, 100. I think it's really, really, really selfish for him to have a child at the age of 79 when he's unsure about how long he has left. And, grief is real, trauma is real, and for a child in their formative years to, touch would have to go through that, I think is... And those things that money can't... Those things money cannot buy, money
that
cannot
can happen,
resolve.
though, anyway.
Yeah, it can
It can.
happen. I've had
Tragically.
friends who've lost a parent. I've had friends who have lost a partner. You know, these things are very unexpected, and you
But that's
you
what
kind of
if
deal with
it's-
life as it comes.
I
to you,
agree with
think.
you, but that's what if. But there is a certainty
But you're
for death
baking
at a
it
certain
into
age.
this.
You
Yeah.
are.
But we have to come back to the point that he is, like I said, a super celebrity. He's got, like you said, a different support network, I'm sure.
Celebrities don't stop death.
And is being a good dad or a bad dad related to, first of all, how old you are? I mean, are there other things which make a difference to that?
Other things, you know, your experience, your mindset, your confidence, the way that you live your own life. You know, like you said a while ago, you can be a bad dad in your 20s. You know, age is something that everybody talks about. It's really negative. It's
But
something that we can't control as well.
But you also got to think about when you are getting on, you are more prone to illnesses, high blood pressure, diabetes, and in some extreme cases, maybe dementia and Alzheimer's. Those are really serious diseases and illnesses, and for a child to have to experience that. Look, I experienced my nan going through dementia, and that was my nan, and I was an adult, and it is still traumatic. So for a child in their formative years, touch wood, to potentially have to go through that because their dad is more prone to those kind of illnesses.
Don't forget, he's got a mum. The child has got a mum as well. So
But that wouldn't stop.
Do we know who the mum is?
That wouldn't stop the hurt. That wouldn't stop the pain of having to go through those experiences.
But there's some joy around this as well. A baby's been born, he's got loving parents, hopefully. You know, I think you've got to remember the positive side of these stories as well.
He's also got siblings who are able to presumably step in and support as well. We think the baby's mum is a martial arts instructor whose name is Tiffany Chen. They were photographed holding hands. I do think we've got photographs, I think. Back in July 2022.
There they are.
In March of this year, she appeared pregnant, there we go, while leaving Giorgio Baldi in Santa Monica, California. They have yet to confirm that they are a couple, but they have been seen looking loved up several times together in public. Is that a line from the Mail Online, looking loved up? That
she might need to...
like an online
I don't know if she's a subscriber to Geriatric Mum blog. I mean, she may need to set up...
definitely go on the blog and read.
She may need to set up Geriatric Dad blog.
Yes. So we don't know her age either, and I bet you people have been Googling that. How old is Robert De Niro's wife? You know, have people been... We've got this obsession with age. And of course...
What's the most important thing you say to people on your blog?
Don't judge each other. Support each other. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, you know, people's situations, why they're having children later on in life, why they choose not to have children, for example. The biggest message is...
So being too judgmental.
Yes.
Well, no, I think I agree. You know, everyone's, situation and circumstances are different.
Yeah.
But when you have a celebrity and he's given us this information to discuss in an interview, you know, you are going to have your opinion on that. And I think for me, as a young father, and actually I'm going to be a grandfather nearing sometime soon. He was due on Monday.
You are too young. Too young to be a grandfather.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a whole other level of judgment.
I'm going to be...
energetic. You've got none of the characteristics. It's a disgrace.
So
it's a disgrace.
For me, I'm energetic, and I just can't wait for it. I can't.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, true. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Lucy, thank you very much.